Becoming the best version of yourself is no small task. It requires focus, dedication, and unwavering commitment on a journey that's filled with challenges along the way. But it's worth every step. From improved mental wellness to increased self-esteem, rising up will benefit not only those around you but most importantly, you. Welcome to our channel. This journey of discovery is not without its stumbling blocks, something that must be navigated with poise if true success is ever going to be achieved. 12. Procrastination. Procrastination is one of the leading causes of underperformance in any profession. It has been said that procrastination is the thief of time, and this couldn't be more true. The habit of procrastinating puts unnecessary blocks on our ability to grow and reach our goals by causing delays and a lack of enthusiasm for achieving them. This further leads to missed opportunities, such as neglected applications or unfinished professional courses that could have eventually landed us better jobs. Procrastinators must learn to break free from procrastinating and start putting their best foot forward to make strides in their professional lives. 11. Comparison. Comparison can be deadly, as it has the power to rob us of joy. Allowing ourselves to compare our own successes with those we admire can be damaging, as it often leads to feelings of inadequacy and despair, while conversely feeling superior can leave us arrogantly judging others without proper consideration for our own actions. Though comparison may seem inescapable at times, with awareness of the truth that no two people are the same and each life experience is unique, we can be liberated from this dangerous practice and remain seated securely in our own journey of self-discovery. 10. Chasing perfection. When it comes to perfection, people often find themselves striving for standards that are impossible to achieve. We put so much pressure on ourselves and our work that we forget one of the essential things. However, perfection does not exist. This can be a hard pill to swallow for many of us, as our inner critic tends to take hold when it comes to being hard on ourselves and our accomplishments. Perfection is an ideal that cannot be reached, but this is no excuse for settling or accepting excuses. Instead, never lose sight of your goals and aspirations. Realize that failure and mistakes are a part of progress. Deal with them with grace, learn from them and move on. Don't let the fear of failure prevent you from trying something new or finish what you started. It's time to break free from the chains of perfectionism once and for all. 9. Negative thinking. Being mindful of the negative thoughts we have is essential in our personal development. When we have a negative, though, it can influence our decisions as well as how we feel, leading to a snowball effect that negatively impacts all aspects of our lives. Positive thinking is an incredibly powerful tool that can help us to stay on the path for success. Besides allowing us to remain focused and motivated, positive thoughts promote better physical health and emotional well-being. We must be conscious of our internal dialogue, always making sure that it reflects what we truly want from life. By cultivating an attitude filled with optimism and perspective, we can foster true growth and success in many areas of life. 8. Self-doubt. Most of us have experienced self-doubt at some point in our lives. It can be a feeling of unease towards ourselves that holds us back from doing the things we want to do, or even just thinking positively about our achievements. Self-doubt is closely linked with imposter syndrome, where it may feel like you don't deserve the successes you've achieved based on irrational feelings. This can be an incredibly disheartening and fearful experience, especially if self-doubt starts to impact your daily life. It's important to remember that everyone has moments of self-doubt, but it's also crucial to identify where it is coming from and take steps to cope with it in order to engage confidently with our goals. Taking the time to recognize our achievements and celebrating them can be a great way to start rebuilding confidence. 7. Unrealistic expectations. It's important to set expectations for yourself that are realistic, yet still challenge you. Unrealistic expectations can cause disappointment, which, if not processed correctly, could negatively impact your outlook on life and even on yourself. This can have significant impacts, both emotionally and physically. It's important to have high expectations, but make sure they're within reach so you don't end up feeling deflated or hopeless. Take the time to understand how best you can strive for success without letting your goals seem impossible to reach. It's also important to focus on progress rather than outcomes, as this will help you stay motivated and continue working towards your goals. Unreasonable expectations can be a difficult obstacle to overcome, but with the right mindset and approach, it is possible to turn them into achievable and realistic expectations. 6 unnecessary distractions. Whether it be our daily distractions such as social media, or day-to-day tasks that seem to mount up with deadlines looming ever closer, the ability to stay focused and resist the urge to jump onto another task can be a challenge. It is all too easy these days to get drawn into new ideas and projects, when really we should be allocating time for activities that are going to benefit our career growth. Making the tough decision to put down your phone and resist the distraction of social media notifications is the first step towards time management, and the dedication of uninterrupted focus needed for success in any pursuit. It's all about intentional scheduling, clearing our minds of distractions, and focusing on tackling one task at a time in order to drive us forward professionally. 5. Listening to other people too much. Having a support system, like a person or a group, is essential when it comes to seeking advice and guidance. Nevertheless, we must remember that ultimately what matters is our opinion of ourselves and the situation. It's okay to listen to others as they can provide valuable input, but their opinions should never be taken as absolute dictation. Though much advice from others can be beneficial, our decisions and thoughts should primarily come from ourselves, in order for us to grow and develop effectively. Taking other people's input into account maximizes the likelihood of making informed decisions about our lives. However, at the end of the day, we must remember that the most important opinion is indeed our own. For an unwillingness. With rapid advancements in technology, the landscape of work and knowledge is changing faster than ever. We need to keep our skills updated, or risk being left behind. Sadly, many of us are too unwilling to take steps towards that. Instead, we stand still while the world continues to move forward. Not learning new and emerging skills is a recipe for disaster in today's professional world, as employers are beginning to more and more value those who have an appetite for growth. Acknowledging this epidemic of unwillingness to learn and unlearn is critical in order for us to rise above it and strive for success. Our knowledge base needs to be kept fresh and relevant, and this can only happen if we are constantly pushing ourselves out of our comfort zones. 3. Not appreciating yourself. A lot of us struggle with not appreciating ourselves and all of the hard work we have put in. We often get caught up in things that still need to be done or what we aren't getting just right, instead of recognizing how much progress we have made. Taking the time to take a step back and reflect on everything you have achieved so far can do wonders for your self-esteem. Practicing self-reflection and appreciation is invaluable. It allows us to make the necessary changes in our lives while also giving ourselves credit for all that is going right. It takes courage to be honest with yourself, but doing so can open up a world of growth potential you never thought possible. 2. Toxic relationships. A toxic relationship can be lurking in any corner, ready to cause harm and shape your outlook in unpredictable ways. From romantic relationships to friendships, family bonds, mentors, co-workers, anyone or anything that has the potential to hurt you can become a toxic presence in your life. It's important to understand the nuances of such behavior so you can identify, protect yourself against and work towards getting rid of unhealthy associations. Ignoring it won't make it go away. Instead, you will be at risk for not just emotional turmoil but physical and mental deterioration as well. Recognize the signs of toxicity and find smart ways to tackle it. Reach out for help if needed, because nothing is more valuable than your overall well-being. 1. Fear of failure. Facing our fear of failure is one of the biggest challenges we face in our journey towards personal development. Yet, the process of facing it is paramount for making progress, no matter what stage we're in on our individual paths. We must overcome our fear of failure if we want to embrace growth and improvement by attempting new things, exploring uncharted territory, and looking for opportunity beyond our comfortable surroundings. There's an inherent risk with each step taken into the uncertain, but if you can brace yourself and confront your fears head-on, then you unlock unparalleled potential for achievement. So resist the urge to shrink away from challenge. Take heart and move forward confidently so that you can confidently turn dread into destiny. By confronting these issues and more, we have the opportunity to make informed decisions about our lives. We must acknowledge our own potential and take steps to reach it. Know that failure is not a dead end, but a starting point for growth. Surround ourselves with positive people and relationships. Appreciate the progress we have made so far, keep up our learning and stay informed. Only then can we truly take hold of our destiny and create the life we want for ourselves. It is never too late to make a change. Don't be afraid to start today. But wait, there's more. To thank you for sticking with us until the end of this video, and because we like saying thank you, here is a bonus. Settling. Settling is something that a lot of people, at least on some level, are guilty of doing. They get comfortable in routines and patterns, sometimes out of fear or convenience, and this can mean sacrificing dreams, aspirations, and personal ambitions. It's easy to ask, why bother chasing after these things when I've got all that I need right here? In reality, however, this kind of thinking goes against our basic needs as humans. Once we settle into certain situations, we can become complacent and stop searching for bigger and better opportunities. This can have detrimental consequences if it persists. Recognizing the feeling that you might be settling is critical in order to move forward with a lifestyle and goals that you're truly passionate about. Hey, we're so glad you took the time out of your busy day to watch today's video. If it resonated with any part or all, don't forget to subscribe. If this was something worth watching, we'll see you soon.